Hello, grade 10 students. I wish you had an amazing summer vacation, but we have to start. In this video, I'm going to go back for the important concepts that we have learned throughout the 2 weeks. So let us start. As you all know, we have taken a new lesson, which is sets. Let us remember together what was or what were the objectives. First of all, we learned how to write a set. How do we write a set? What's the meaning of a subset, and what are the operations that we can do on sets like the union, the intersection. Also, we are going to remember together the set of numbers, natural numbers, integers, rational, and so on. Let us first of all remember together what's the meaning of a set and what does it contain. So the set, it's a collection of objects. Each object inside the set is called an element. So, as a definition, the set it's a group of elements or members. We can write set in two different ways. The first way or the first method, it's the extension method where I only list the elements of the set. So, for example, we have a set. Let us take an example. This is a set that contains the alphabetical letters A, B, C, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is a set where I listed the elements that are separated by commas and inside the curly brackets. This is the extension method. It's conventional that the set it's written using a capital letter. Okay, so the capital letter set S, set A, set T, set B that contains an element separated by commas and inside a curly brackets. The second method, it's the set builder notation or the comprehension method, where I explain what's the element. Like, for example, I say that the set C contains elements X, where X is a vowel letter. I just explain the set. After explaining, I can write the set in the extension method, where I list these elements that are the vowel letters A, E, O, U, I, and Y. Okay, another example, X or set D contains elements X. X is an even digit. I can list all the even digits, or I can write at least as much as asked. Okay, so we say, I have, look here, it's very important. Let me highlight it for you. It's here. Okay, so this is a set S. We have A, B, C elements. This is a set T. We have mu, Larry, curly elements. Okay, we say that A is an element of S. Why? Because it's contained in the set C. Larry, it's an element in T. Okay, instead of saying that A is an element of S, I just write A belongs to S. The word belongs, or this symbol, means that this element is found in this set. Also, if an element is not found in the set, we write it does not belong. So belong or does not belong. Let us continue. Let me clear the screen. Okay, yeah, next. After that, we have to learn what's the meaning of the cardinality of a set. The cardinality means the number of elements in the set. So if I have one element, two elements, three elements, this is called the cardinality, when I list how many elements I have inside the set. Also, as an example, we have the set S that contains letters A, B, C. The cardinality of this set is 3, but the cardinality of the set B is 2. So we say that N of S, what's the meaning of N of S? It's the cardinality of the set S. Also, what does it mean to have equal sets? To have exactly the same number of elements. So set 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is equal to the set 5, 3, 1, 4, 2, because they have the same number of elements, and of course they will have the same cardinality. Let us continue. Now we're going to talk about the empty set. What's the empty set? It's the set that doesn't contain any element. Like, for example, if I ask you to write the set that contains the months of the year with 32 days, It's impossible to have a month with 32 days. So this set is an empty set. So we write phi. What's phi? Phi means empty. It's not zero. We can't write zero. So we write phi. Okay, phi means an empty set. What's the universal set? The universal set, it's the larger set that contains all the elements of all the other sets. Like if you look at set U, we have A, B, C, D, E, F. In set T, we have A, C, F. In set A, A, B, D. So T, it's found in U. The elements of T are found in the elements of U. And the elements of A are also found in the elements of U. So we say that U, it's the universal set. Okay? And what if I want to find the complement of A? What's the meaning of complement of A or A bar? They are the elements that are found in the universal set, but not in A. So if you look at A, we have A, B, D, okay? So if I crossed out A, B, D. So what's left? C, E, F. So this is called A bar, or the complement of A, okay? Let us continue now to another concept. What's the subset? The subset are when, for example, T and A. T and A are subsets of U. Why? Because the elements of T are found in U, so T is a subset of U. Now, what's the meaning of intersection and union? The intersection of A and B, sets A and set A and set B, it's the elements that are found in A and also found in B. For example, we have the set A that contains 3, 4, 6, 8, and we have the set B that contains 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. So what's A intersection? We use this symbol, by the way. Okay, it's the flipped U, means intersection. So the elements that are found in A and found in B at the same time are 3 and 6. So the intersection of A and B are 3. By the way, the intersection of two sets is also a set. Okay, you don't just list the elements, what are the intersection. You write it as a set because the intersection of two sets is another set. Also, the union of two sets is also a set. So the union, what's the meaning of union? It's when I take all A and all B together and write them in one set. Yani, in another word, the union, it means plus A plus B in one set. And if you have any common element, you just write it once. For example, the union of A and B is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. So all the elements of A and all the elements of B. And as you can see, we have 3 2 times. You just write it one time. Now, the Venn diagram. I know that you already learned the Venn diagram in English. How do you write it? For example, if you want to compare and contrast between two things, you use the Venn diagram. In the compare and contrast, for example, you use two circles. This is the Venn diagram. The intersection, it's in the middle. The intersection of two circles, it's in the middle, where you write the common things in English, right? But in the outer part, you write the differences. Also in sets, the intersection part in the middle, it's for the intersection of two sets, and you write the union and around it, okay, inside the circle. So this colored part, it's the set A. And this colored part, it's the set B. Now this is a union B. Sorry, this is the intersection is here. This is the intersection of A and B. So this part is called A intersection B. And we have the last one, which is the union. Okay. This is the union. I will color it for you. This is the union, okay, where you write everything. Now let us take an example, solve an exercise. Okay, Before we start, let us remember together the set of numbers. So what's the meaning of natural number? Natural number is the positive integer. Without n star, it's the natural number but without zero. We have the integers. Integers, it could be positive or negative integer numbers. So did you hear me? What did I say? The natural number are the positive integers. So in another word, the natural numbers are subsets of the integer numbers. So the universal set is the integer numbers where we have the positive and the negative. The natural are only the positive. So the natural, it's a subset of the integers. We also have the rational numbers. Rational numbers are every number that can be written as fraction is a rational number. It could be repeated decimal, it could be periodic, like for example 2.3333. You know that this number we can write it as a fraction, so it's called a rational number. We have now the real numbers. It's the rational